Oh my God, I literally just saw that Nurse Hannah's back on TikTok. And for me, it's not just the fact that she's back, it's like how she came back. Like rather than posting a video addressing the allegations that have been made against her, because even if they're not true, she could come on this app and she could say, I'm back, I've taken a much needed break. Those allegations that were written about me and my husband are untrue. I love my children. This is how I care for my children. I can see how it was perhaps maybe misconstrued from my content and I take ownership for what I put out there.
That's Hannah, a figure who has been under intense scrutiny for her controversial actions on social media, has recently returned to the online scene. Her comeback has stirred up old questions and reignited debates about accountability, parenting, and the power of public opinion. Before her hiatus, Hannah was at the center of a storm with allegations of mistreatment toward her son and a pending investigation by the Ocean Police in Utah and Child Protective Services (CPS). Her silence during this period left many in suspense, wondering about her child's well-being or whether any meaningful change had occurred. Now that she's back, the lack of transparency in addressing these concerns has only added to the intrigue. Hannah's return to social media came with a post captioned "New Year, New Me," wow, accompanied by a makeup tutorial. This was not just any casual comeback, it was a carefully orchestrated post designed to announce her return while controlling the narrative. She deliberately disabled comments on this post, ensuring that no one could publicly question her about her absence, the controversies, or the allegations of mistreatment towards her son.
Did you see that Nurse Hannah is back? And I think we all know why Nurse Hannah being back is a problem, but one thing I haven't seen is people mentioning the tragedy that is her highlights. Call me shallow, but I couldn't really pay attention to anything that was going on in the video because I was too busy staring at her 2-inch root, the 2000-esque chunky highlights that are very brassy and not toned. Why would she come back to the internet like that? Like, what is going on? Anyways, I saw that she's back. She posted a "Get ready with me. New year, new me." Like, no, Hannah. New year, same old you. And you're a problem. And we don't want you here.
By doing this, she created an atmosphere where her audience, both critics and supporters, could only speculate about the meaning behind her words. Was she signaling a genuine change? Was this her attempt at rebranding to regain public favor? Or, as some believed, was it a calculated move to sweep past controversies under the rug? The ambiguity surrounding her actions left a cloud of unanswered questions, further fueling curiosity and speculation. Shortly after, Hannah took things a step further by directing her followers to a new YouTube video titled "Life Update." Where have I been? This title seemed to promise answers to the many burning questions her audience had been holding on to during her absence. Naturally, viewers clicked on the video expecting her to finally address the allegations, to provide an update on her child's well-being, or at least offer some form of explanation for her hiatus. However, the content of the video took an entirely different direction.
Horrible and scary and atrocious right now, but we are moving. That is why I look this way. We have been packing up our house. We literally packed up our entire house in like 2 days. Oh, and it has been so chaotic. We're almost done. We're almost done. It's been a lot, honestly. So we literally have, the goal tonight is to have it actually like spotless, sleep on an air mattress tonight, be out in the morning. Yeah, but it's been chaotic, to say the least. It's crazy.
Rather than addressing the controversy, the video turned out to be a vlog documenting her family's move to a new home. For some, this felt like a blatant disregard for the public's concerns. Speculations ran wild once again. Some viewers suggested that the move was a direct result of the doxing she faced, a serious issue that arose when an internet sleuth known as Anthony reported her to the police and CPS. However, Hannah had previously mentioned her plans to relocate, which suggested the move was premeditated and not necessarily linked to the doxing. Still, the timing of it all, happening amid the height of public scrutiny, made it difficult for many to believe it was purely coincidental.
This one pops back up on my For You page. I don't like, nobody asked. No one asked. So she's trying to draw people to her YouTube channel, I guess. And I quickly tapped on her page. She had posted a video 5 days ago, and it was like, "New year, new me." Girl, it's been like 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. So you're saying you admit there was an issue. Is what you're saying. Was the accountability. Does anybody follow her on YouTube? Does anyone watch? I'm not going to her YouTube, so I don't know. I'm not ready for all this.
Was it controversy or a factor that sped up her decision to leave? It's possible. The video, though, detailed about the logistics of the move, sidestepped the very issues that kept the public so invested in her story. Despite the heightened interest in her story, Hannah's video offered no insights into the ongoing investigations or the public's concerns about her son. Instead, she focused on superficial updates about her life, mentioning how she had enjoyed a period of peace and quiet away from social media. She described how stepping away allowed her to reflect and prioritize her family, but her tone felt detached from the gravity of the situation. Toward the end of the video, she briefly acknowledged her haters, stating that she had taken time to reconnect with her family. This fleeting acknowledgement, however, felt like an attempt to gloss over the deeper issues at hand.
All right, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys liked this one. I'm back. I don't know how back I am. I'm back for now. It's going to be very limited though. Some of you guys have been asking me when I'm coming back and if I'm coming back full throttle like I was before. To answer that, no, I am not back full throttle. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear. We're just going to see how I feel. I've really enjoyed the quiet time, so I don't want to ruin that, but I still wanted to post a little bit. So we're going to ease into it. I'm going to see how it goes, but I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.
There was no mention of the allegations, no assurance about her son's well-being, and no accountability for her past actions, leaving a glaring void in the narrative. The absence of transparency left viewers feeling disappointed and unsettled, with many expressing frustration over the lack of closure. For some, it seemed like an intentional move to sidestep the elephant in the room. By choosing not to address the allegations, Hannah appeared to be banking on the public's short memory, a strategy often employed by influencers facing backlash. Critics argue that her silence was an attempt to outlast the controversy, hoping it would fade from public memory with time. However, in the digital age, where accountability is frequently demanded and evidence is preserved indefinitely, such approaches rarely succeed. The response to Hannah's return was polarized. On one hand, some of her followers expressed excitement, leaving comments praising her content and appearance. However, the overwhelmingly positive tone of these comments raised suspicion. Given her history, many speculated that she had filtered or outright deleted critical comments, allowing only favorable ones to appear. This was confirmed when it became apparent that she had enabled comment moderation on her TikTok videos, manually approving comments before they were visible to the public. For instance, in one of her recent TikToks, she showcased a quick get ready with me routine and shared a comment about an app she uses to earn money testing games. While the video's content seemed innocuous, the comments filled with repetitive praise and admiration felt curated, as if they are designed to project an image of universal support. This selective engagement further alienated viewers who were seeking accountability and clarity. One of the most troubling aspects of Hannah's comeback is the absence of her son from her recent content. While some might argue that keeping her child off camera is a step in the right direction, it also raises questions about his well-being. Is he safe? Is he in a better environment? Has Hannah truly reformed? Or is she simply avoiding the issue by removing him from the public eye? These unanswered questions continue to weigh heavily on those who followed the initial allegations. Moreover, Hannah's refusal to address the situation sends a problematic message. By failing to own up to her past actions, she undermines the trust of her audience and perpetuates a narrative of evasion. For many, her silence feels like an attempt to rewrite history, ignoring the very real concerns that were raised about her behavior. Hannah's case highlights the dual-edged nature of social media. On one hand, platforms like TikTok and YouTube give creators the freedom to share their lives and connect with audiences. On the other hand, they also come with the responsibility of accountability, especially when creators profit from their content. By choosing to share intimate aspects of her life, including her parenting, Hannah invited public scrutiny. When that scrutiny revealed troubling behavior, the expectation was that she would address it transparently. Her failure to do so not only damages her credibility, but also raises ethical questions about the role of platforms in holding creators accountable. Some argue that Hannah doesn't owe the public an explanation. After all, parenting is a deeply personal matter, and social media audiences can dictate how someone raises their child. However, this perspective ignores the fact that Hannah monetized her family life and, in doing so, made it a public matter. When allegations of mistreatment surfaced, they weren't just personal issues, they became public concerns. In such cases, accountability isn't not just a moral obligation, it's a professional one. As Hannah continues to post content, the question remains, will she address the allegations and provide closure to her audience, or will she continue to sidestep the issue, hoping it fades into obscurity? While some believe that she has learned from the past and will take a more measurable approach to social media, others remain skeptical. After all, actions speak louder than words, and so far, Hannah's actions have done little to rebuild trust. For now, the public remains divided. Some hold out hope that Hannah has genuinely reformed and will eventually address the concerns surrounding her. Others believe her comeback is merely an attempt to reclaim her platform without taking responsibility for her actions. Regardless of where one stands, it's clear that Hannah's story is far from over. As she navigates this new chapter, the choices she makes will determine whether she can rebuild her reputation or if she'll remain a polarizing figure in the court of public opinion. The scrutiny surrounding Hannah's return isn't about hate or cancel culture. It's about accountability and ensuring the safety of a vulnerable child. Social media has the power to amplify voices, but with that power comes responsibility. For Hannah, the road to redemption starts with transparency and a genuine commitment to change. Until then, her audience will continue to watch, question, and hope for the best, not for her, but for her son.